All right, everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Always ready to dive in.
Cool. So today we're going to tackle something
Yeah.
that we all kind of experience every day,
Uh-huh.
and it's this concept of reciprocity.
Yeah,
Um, and I'm fascinated by this,
absolutely.
kind of this unspoken rule of
Yeah.
give and take,
Yeah.
and how it shapes our relationships and,
Sure.
business deals even.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to kind of dig into this today.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things that we
Yeah,
experience all the time but don't always kind of label and
right.
and bring it to the surface and think about it.
Totally.
You know?
Yeah. So let's start with just defining it.
Yeah.
What is reciprocity?
So, at its most basic level, it's the idea that when someone does something for us,
Yeah.
we feel this obligation to return the favor.
Uh-huh.
And it's not just about material things, right?
All
It can be
right.
acts of kindness, it can be favors, it can even be information.
Right. So it's not like
Yeah.
just paying someone back for a coffee.
Right, exactly. It goes much deeper
Yeah.
than that. Um, if you think about the relationships in your life, you do favors for your friends, they do favors
Hmm.
for your family.
Right.
And there are actually different types of reciprocity
Okay.
that we can break this down into.
Okay, cool.
So the first one we can talk about is what's called generalized reciprocity.
Okay.
And this is the type of reciprocity that we see in those close relationships.
Okay.
So with family and friends, right?
Uh-huh.
You're helping your friend move,
Yeah.
not because you expect them to pay
Right.
you back right away.
Right.
It's because there's this understanding that
Yeah.
over the course of the friendship, you kind of support each other.
Right. You're there for each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there's that long-term
Right.
give and take.
Right. And there's trust there.
Exactly. Trust is a huge element of this.
Totally. Yeah. Okay, so that's generalized.
This reciprocity.
Yeah.
What about though, when things are a little bit more transactional?
Right. So that's where balanced reciprocity comes in.
Okay.
And this is more like a direct exchange.
Gotcha.
Right. So, think of it like bartering.
Okay.
Right. So let's say you're good at graphic design
Mm-hmm.
and you have a friend who's really good at fixing things.
Right.
You might trade your graphic design skills to help them build a website.
Yep.
In exchange for them coming over
Fix
and
something, yeah.
fixing your leaky faucet or something like that.
Yeah, so it's a little bit more of a
Exactly.
direct.
It's more of a you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours
Yeah.
type of situation.
So we've got generalized, we've got balance. Are there any other types?
There is one more, and it's not as pleasant
Okay.
to talk about, but it's important to acknowledge.
Right.
It's called negative reciprocity.
Okay.
And this is where someone is really trying to exploit the system.
Right. They're trying to get more than they give.
Okay.
And a really good example of this would be like price gouging.
Right. Yeah.
So, after a natural disaster, someone comes in and they're selling,
Right.
bottles of water for $20.
Yeah. Taking advantage.
Exactly. They're taking advantage of a situation.
Right. Yeah. Definitely not cool.
Not cool at all.
So, okay. So we've got these three different types.
Mm-hmm.
Why should we even care about all this?
Well, I think it's important for a few reasons.
Yeah.
One is that understanding reciprocity helps us navigate social situations,
Okay.
right? So it's like having this
Yeah.
secret decoder ring
Uh-huh.
for understanding the unspoken rules,
Okay.
right? So you kind of know what's expected of you.
Okay.
And this can be really important when you're dealing with different cultures too, because
Yeah.
different cultures have different norms
Right. Right.
around reciprocity.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But I think even more importantly,
Yeah.
understanding reciprocity helps us build stronger relationships.
Okay.
Because when you understand what motivates people
Mhm.
and you understand what they value,
Right.
you can interact with them in a way that builds trust and mutual respect.
Okay, so it's like understanding the rules of the game so you can play it well.
Yeah, I like that analogy.
Okay, so how does this all
Yeah.
play out in the real world, though?
Yeah.
Like, especially like in a business context.
Right.
Because I have a feeling that businesses are pretty savvy
Oh,
about
God.
this whole.
Yeah, they use this all the time.
Right.
Think about the last time a salesperson offered you a free gift with purchase.
Right, yeah.
Or maybe you've seen those online ads
Mhm.
that offer you like a free ebook or a webinar
Right.
in exchange for your email address.
Yeah.
That's reciprocity in action,
Yeah.
right? They're giving you something of value to
Yeah.
make you more likely to
Right.
reciprocate.
Yeah, they're priming the pump.
Exactly. They're
Yeah.
priming them. And you mentioned those sales techniques like that.
Yeah.
That's not all technique,
Uh-huh.
where they kind of throw in an extra bonus
Yeah.
to sweeten the deal.
Yeah.
That plays on reciprocity too,
Yeah.
because it makes you feel like, wow, they're really going above and beyond for me.
Yeah.
So I should do something for them.
Totally. So it's clear reciprocity is powerful,
Yes.
but like with any tool,
Yeah,
right, you have to use it responsibly.
exactly.
So how do we make sure we're not being manipulative?
Yeah. So I think the key is to be thoughtful
Yeah.
about it,
Yeah.
right? So it's not just about getting what you want,
Uh-huh.
it's about genuinely trying to understand the other person's needs
Okay.
and offering them something that is truly valuable to them.
Right.
So building those authentic relationships
Okay.
should always be the goal.
I like it.
Yeah.
So just to recap quickly, we've got these three types of reciprocity:
Mm-hmm.
generalized, balanced, and negative.
Yep.
We've seen how it influences our decisions, how businesses use it,
Absolutely.
and the importance of using it ethically.
For sure.
All right. Well, hey, I think this has been a really good
Yeah.
deep dive.
I agree.
I've learned a lot.
Me too.
But before we go,
Yeah.
I want to leave everyone with a little something to think about.
Okay.
Think back to a time when someone did something really unexpected for you, like
Mhm.
something really generous.
Yeah.
Did you feel any pressure to return the favor?
Hmm.
How did that experience change your relationship with that person?
That's a great question.
It is. And I think it really illustrates how this idea of reciprocity
Yeah.
just kind of pops up everywhere.
It really does.
Um, and so with that,
Yeah.
thanks for joining us for another deep dive,
Thanks, everyone.
and we'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.